Yes, welcome to Take Note. And with me, I have a very special guest here. And his name is Mr. Buregyeya Rodgers from the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union. And he's a coordinator from the Kampala Metropolitan. Now, as you all know, you may know or you may not know, the arts teachers are on a strike because of very, very valid reasons. But of course, we are going to discuss more as Mr. Rodgers here tells us why the strike is on. And, we get worried when we see teachers, being on a strike because we wonder now what's next for our kids, for our sisters, our brothers over at school. So just to start with, what prompted this strike in the first place?
Yes, thank you, viewers, and thank you, my host, and thank you, Family TV, for giving me this opportunity. Yes, I'm Buregyeya Rodgers, the coordinator under Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union for Kampala Metropolitan. So, to the question posed to me that what caused this strike? Why are we to this level now? Why are we here? We as the teachers of humanities. That because the government has always promised us year in, year out, every financial year, the government always makes, a verbal commitment, which it doesn't fulfill. Yes. And we are saying enough is enough. We can't still accommodate such empty promises. We want to have a salary enhancement this financial year, 2025-2026.
Now, before you as a teachers union even came to this decision of,
Yes.
Let us strike, did you try to at least speak to the people responsible
Yes.
for even making sure that the salaries are enhanced?
Yes.
And what was the reply to that?
Yes. I want to say that the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, through its neck, it has made several, attempts to engage the relevant stakeholders. The Ministry of Public Service, the Ministry of Education is aware of this. Even the President himself is aware of our concern. So several letters have been written by the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union to public service, and we have been called for meetings. And however, at the end of those meetings, we really see that there is nothing that helpful that comes out for us. So there are several attempts that we have made before we come to this extreme end. Yes.
Now, how long has the strike been on for? Is it the first time it's happening? Has it been happening even in the previous years?
Yes, as Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, this is our first strike. And our strike started on 6th of June. And up to now still running. And it is going to keep running until we receive, until we get what we deserve. Yes.
Now, is it only as the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, or are there other stakeholders, for instance, such as the UNATU, that have joined together to see that, we have a common goal here
No.
for the arts teachers?
Thank you. The UNATU, we broke up from UNATU.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Last year, 2024. So UNAT has always was championing this cause for salary enhancement. However, for this year, UNAT, through its delegates conference that convened in Kabale district, decided not to go for an industrial action.
Okay.
And for us as Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, was saying, no, we are going for the industrial action. Yes. Because of our own interests, because of our own burdens and the grievances that we have as humanities teachers union from all post-secondary institutions, post-primary, institutions. Yes.
Now, I'll just like to get your opinion on this. Why do you think science teachers are being more favored than the arts teachers? Because I'm thinking these are all teachers.
Yes, yes.
They teach children.
Yes.
And I mean, in the world that you're in right now, I can say that definitely arts is also, taking it's on the top right now.
Yes.
We see a lot of artists. We see a lot of different things to do with art.
Yes.
Why do you think they're considering the other side more than this side?
It's a very, it's a very puzzling situation, we also don't know why the government has marginalized the arts, the humanities. When you look, yes, the sciences we call because of this scientific revolution, the technology and so forth. We need. I think all of us, let's realistically have to agree that where we are going and where we are at the moment, the sciences, seem to be a priority. However, when you come to the professionals who have gone to the similar institutions, who have acquired academic papers of the same duration, and who are also teaching the same category of people, the students, and given the equal number, the workload is the same. Regardless, you're teaching physics and Rogers is teaching literature in English, we are saying we need equal pay here. Yes, you had the government increased the salaries for the science teachers in the financial year 2022-2023. Now we're saying this is 2025-2026. Can you increase our salaries? So however, we still meet resistance from government. So on the question of why the government marginalizes, I think it's a question. It's still puzzling. It is puzzling to us, and we can't say we are not contented with it. So, and there shouldn't be any reason why the government should marginalize us in terms of welfare, in terms of salaries. Yes. If it can do other programs to enhance the sciences in the country, right? It's okay. But when it comes to the human resource welfare, the salaries, then the government should be fair. Yes,
that's very true. Now, what are the demands that you're telling the government? You know what? We need this and this and this. As teachers. What are some of those demands?
As humanities teachers, or as Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, we are seeking for this. We are saying the government should increase the salaries of the science of the humanities head teachers from where they are now currently 2.2 million to 6.5. The deputy head teachers who have a background of humanities, their salaries should also be enhanced from 1.7, what they are currently earning, to 4.5. And then the graduate teachers of humanities, their salaries were saying they should be enhanced to a tune of 4 million. And then the grade 5 teachers, those are the diploma holders of humanities, their salaries should as well be increased to 2.2 million. And then we have other categories down, the support staff, the secretaries, and then the rest were saying their salaries should be increased to a tune of 1.2 million Uganda shillings. Yes.
Now, don't you think that it's a bit ambitious? Because you mentioned is it the head teachers?
Yes.
From, you say 2.2
yes.
to 6?
6.5.
6.5.
Yes, please.
Don't you feel like that is a very huge gap, and the government may not stretch that much? So maybe they can say, okay, 2.2, let us give at least 3.5.
No. As humanities teachers, as Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, we disagree with that. You know why? Because in the last financial year, the government increased the salaries of the head teachers with a science background from the similar salary of 2.2, which the humanities are earning, 6.5.
Wow.
The deputies with a science background are earning 4.5. So if the government could afford that, and there was no any city, there was no any parliamentary deliberation about it. The circular was issued, and then the money was effected for these administrators with a science background. So we are also calling for the same for the administrators with a humanities background, because at the administration you are doing equal work. If you are managing the students, regardless of the size of the population, the staff, you are managing the same staff. There's nothing in administration that calls for scientific, and then it calls for humanities, logic, and whatever. No way. It's the same administrative work. The challenges are the same. The highs and lows of management are the same.
Yeah.
So if they could afford, if the government could afford, the tune of 6.5 for head teachers with a science background and 4.5 for deputies, for the deputy head teachers with a science background, why not for these ones of arts background who are doing similar work?
So basically, you just want it to be fair for all.
Yes, we're seeking for fairness in salary issue.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, today is a very big day for
Yes.
the country.
Yes.
The budget is going to be read out.
Yes.
What are your expectations as the union, and what comes after that?
Yes. The budget is that's going to be read already. Of course, it's already constructed.
Yes.
So we, as the union, we are disappointed. We can surely tell you that. We, as union, our demand of salary enhancement that has not been captured in this budget. We are disgruntled with the government CEO, with other stakeholders at that level of the budget formulation and whatnot, who could not think and capture our demand for salary enhancement. So for us, we are disgruntled.
Yeah.
We are not seeing anything much from it as humanities teachers. Yes.
And so finally, about the strike, how long are you planning to go on with this strike?
This strike is going to go on as long as until when the neck of the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union deems it right to call for a delegates conference, and then they dialogue. They engage, they see whether to stop or not. But at the moment, it is still running. So it is upon the NEC and the delegates conference. That's a decision of the NEC and the delegates conference.
Okay.
Yes, it's from that the resolution can be passed when to end the strike.
We do hope that they definitely hear you out, because it needs to be fair here.
Yes.
Yes, there is nothing such as science teachers getting more than the arts teachers.
Absolutely.
I believe that all of you are teachers, you do the same work,
Yes.
and it should be fair for all.
Yes.
So just final words, even as we wrap up the show, what do you have to tell? You can just face that camera and speak.
Yes, now, the teachers of humanities outside there, I continue to implore you to partake in this ongoing strike. I'm very much aware, as a coordinator for Kampala Metropolitan and Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union, that we have teachers, mostly in Kampala city and other areas around it, that the humanities teachers are not participating in this strike. And as the leaders and the NEC is very much disappointed with you, because we are saying, in case our strike yields positively, then we shall deem you as parasites. You are going to benefit from what you have not worked for. So be part of the strike. What we are seeking for is fair for us, and we deserve it. And also, the teachers of Kampala are given a very hefty PTA allowance. Some of them earn 1 million to 2 million as PTA allowance on top of their government salary. The 800,000 that they earn and the 600,000 that they earn. So they think that this PTA allowance is enough. It blindfolds them from getting into the strike.
Yeah.
And that is it's very detrimental to our demand. So teachers in Kampala and across the entire country, so wherever you are, participate in this strike. And also the administrators who are coercing our teachers of humanities to disregard the strike, once they were not very much happy with you. And to the government, we are seeking fairness. We are seeking a salary enhancement for better welfare of humanities teachers. It's very, 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 it's very disappointing, disheartening, to find that a teacher of humanities still earns 600,000 for the diplomas. The graduate still earns 800,000 Uganda shillings in our Uganda of today with this high cost of living. So we're seeking for an increment. And we know that the government, we have always talked of the first man approach. And you have had the salaries of other professionals, and then also in security agencies, the judicial and other agencies, their salaries enhanced. So it is this time we're saying, let also be we would like to be part of this financial year, 2025-2026. We also very much aware that we're seeing when the budget to be read, Madam, the budget to be read, that we're going to see a lot of the budget allocations. There's a lot of money that's going to be spent on the welfare, the seminars, workshops, meals, and whatnot. And yet, when you look at which stands the budget allocation to the welfare, to the seminars, food and meals, and of the government officials is greater than the budget of the entire Ministry of Education.
Yeah.
Very, very, very much disappointing. Very much. So we're saying, can you rethink about your budget allocation? You know, when it comes to the Ministry of Education, when it comes to any other entity, can we have fair prioritization when it comes to budget allocation? And also, I would like to say that the government has always made promises to increase our salaries. There was a time when I think the secretary to the cabinet presented the paper for the last financial year, 2023, 2024, and 2024, 2025. There have been monies of 130 billion that was meant for humanities teachers, non-science.
Yes.
And then there was also around 499 billion that was supposed to be allocated to the humanities professionals, but that money disappears.
Okay, Mr. Rodgers, just in a few minutes, we need to wrap this up.
Okay.
Just 30 seconds, then just complete your statement.
Okay, thank you. So, as Rodgers Buregyeya, the coordinator as Rodgers Buregyeya, the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union Coordinator for Kampala Metropolitan, I continue to implore all the teachers to partake in the strike, and also request the government to look into our issue and do us a favor of an enhancement for better of Uganda. Uganda humanities, we matter.
Okay. Then, of course, there you had it. Of course, we do hope that the government hears the pleas, your pleas, and we do hope that definitely it will be considered somehow, somewhere, and that, there will be a delegates conference to ensure that your rights are definitely catered for. Well, we have come to the end of the show. Thank you for staying tuned from 7 to 9 a.m. And I am Hope Nyongereza. But please do stay tuned because we are having Rita Nandera coming up with Word of Life. So it is time for me to say goodbye, but I will be seeing you in the evening.